Is your couples counseling not paying off? Have you spent thousands of dollars trying to fix your relationship only to feel like you're going nowhere? Let me tell you why that might be happening. And it's not just because you might not be trying hard enough. It goes deeper. Most couples counseling fails. Most, not all. There are studies that back this up. There is research from the Journal of Marital and Family Therapy that shows nearly 38% of couples divorce within 2 years of therapy. And over half report that there's no measurable improvement in communication or trust. Why? Because most therapists, especially in today's culture, are not neutral. They are trained in emotional validation, not accountability. And that means if you're a man sitting in that room, chances are you're walking into a setup that is already tied against you. Here's how it usually plays out. She finds the therapist. She books the sessions. She tells her story first, and that story usually centers on what you're not doing right. The counselor's job becomes validating her emotions, not uncovering truth or accountability on both sides. And again, this is not all therapists, so do not come at me. If the therapist is a woman, there's often an unconscious bias. Studies in gender psychology show that female therapists empathize more strongly with female clients in conflict scenarios. And if it's a man with weak masculine energy, one who's overly agreeable and afraid of confrontation, he will side with her too. But this is the biggest red flag. The moment you finally get a counselor who's fair, who holds her accountable, she'll say, I don't like that therapist. They just don't understand me. Can we find somebody else? Because the minute the mirror turns back on her, the session suddenly becomes toxic. She doesn't want a counselor. She wants a referee, somebody to validate her victim story and help her keep control of the narrative, where you stay the bad husband, the bad father, and the emotionally unavailable man. That's why so many men walk out of counseling more confused, more defeated, and more resentful than when they walked in. Not because therapy doesn't work, but because accountability doesn't fit the story that she is trying to project. If you're going to counseling, be strategic. Pick a counselor who values truth over comfort, results over validation, somebody who's willing to challenge both of you, not just you. Real healing doesn't come from blame. It comes from brutal honesty. If she can't handle that honesty, then maybe the problem isn't the counseling. Maybe it's that she never wanted to be held accountable in the first place. So pay attention.